Hey, this is Pastor Michael Urisha, and I want to invite you to hit that like and subscribe button and drop us a comment if you will. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you receive all of our updates. God bless you. Come on, let's get to the Word.
As we heard in the video clip, the other argument is if you're against abortion, you're a racist. Because it's white Christians that are trying to propagate pro-life. Because if you don't have pro-choice, then minority women and low-income communities won't have health care. That's the argument. If you think I'm just making it up, you just heard the guy on the clip, and if you still think I'm making up, just tune into, what's her name, Joyless Reed and Joyless Behar. Listen to them for a few minutes on the topic. They always want to play the race card. There's a Greek word for that. Baloney. Number one, killing a child is not health care. If you want to bring race into the discussion, then how about we have a frank, truthful conversation? Is it all right if we have a frank, truthful conversation here this morning? If we want to talk about the truth of abortion and race, we need to talk about the founder of Planned Parenthood, which is the #1 abortion mill in the nation. I have a slide, if you could put that up there for me, Caleb. This is the founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger. And let me just quote her. I know this is crude language, but it was written in her time, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Here's what the founder of Planned Parenthood stated. Colored people are like human weeds and are to be exterminated. We should hire 3 or 4 colored ministers, preferably with social service backgrounds and with engaging personalities. The most successful educational approach to the Negro is through a religious appeal. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who could straighten out that idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members. That is Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood. Now, my question to you today, now who's the racist? Planned Parenthood and anyone who endorses this wickedness are the racist. What we just read from Margaret Sanger, let me ask you a question. Does that sound like a strategy for women's health care in the inner city? As a part of their business model, they purposely place Planned Parenthoods in lower income communities under the guise of health care. But I'm here to tell somebody that what they did, that was the KKK traded in their white hoods for white lab coats. Planned Parenthood's founder, Margaret Sanger, her picture still hangs on the wall at their clinics, and they still give out a Margaret Sanger Award every year, which Hillary Clinton was a recent recipient. Margaret Sanger was a devout eugenist and a devout racist. Adolf Hitler actually bought into her doctrine and applied some of her principles. Please do the research and Google me. Please fact check me. Now here's a few statistics. Due to the result, the direct result of Margaret Sanger's racist ideology and the passing of Roe v. Wade in 1973. Listen, Judah, we are 100% against racism because it's a sin. But we will address it on every level. We're going to deal with some truth here. Let me show you some stats. Can you have my next slide up there, Caleb? Since 1973, these statistics are from the CDC. These are governmental statistics. These are not from some right-wing conspiracy theory. This isn't from some pro-life advocacy group. Since 1973, AIDS, this is in the African American community, have killed 245,000. Violent crimes, African Americans, 354,000. Accidents, 447,000 deaths. Cancer, 2.5 million African American deaths. Heart disease, 2.7 million. But abortion, over 15 million deaths have been aborted. My next slide, please. Although African American women make up approximately 7% of the population in the United States of America. Listen, this is the fruit of Margaret Sanger. Are you with me? 36% of all abortions are had by African American women. The preacher, Pastor Clenard Howard Childress Jr., stated the most dangerous place for an African American is in the mother's womb. Look at the statistics. Do you see why we're pro-life? This, what you see, is spiritual warfare manifesting as Roe v. Wade.
To every nation, to every generation, to all creation, to proclaim the gospel.